My name's Renée Wise, and I'm running for Aberdeen School Board. I have 2 children in the school district right now. One is in 7th grade and one is in 4th grade. We actually moved to Aberdeen when my oldest was just starting kindergarten, right before he started. We didn't even have a house yet. We were like, no, please, sign us up. There are a few reasons why I want to run. First and primary was because I saw the issues that my daughter was having in the school district. She is dyslexic, and there were no services that were designed for her when she was learning how to read. I taught her at home over the summer. One of the other reasons is because as my kids have aged through the school district, my son is now in middle school, and I work for the National Weather Service. That's my not just day job. And as my son got up into the middle school years, I noticed that there's no science year-round. Well, for someone in a science field, that was a little bit horrifying to me. There's also no social studies year-round. So that's one of the things that I wanted to look into too. I believe that when you have high expectations for kids, they strive to meet them. And you can do a lot by offering new opportunities for the high school age and middle school age. But the most cost-effective way to help kids to do anything is an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Starting early, strategizing for the long term, making sure that the kids that are starting kindergarten now are learning what they need to through things like personalized instruction that will allow them to take advantage of those opportunities that we can provide once they've reached the high school level. So as a school board member, I'm going to be looking for ways to provide better outcomes and opportunities for all students, those who learn differently and those who are in the general middle of the population that a lot of the teaching goes towards. Through evidence-based interventions, personalized and individualized learning, year-round science and social studies classes help build that knowledge base, and especially using resources that we already have more effectively and efficiently. Those are the things that I'm going to strive to put into plan and in place as a member of the Aberdeen School Board. Thank you very much.
Good morning. My name is Schultz. I'm running for school board, and I'd like to say that I'm a proud product of the school system here in Aberdeen. From C.C. Lee to Holgate to Aberdeen Central, graduating in 1995, and from there moving to Vermilion for furthering education, undergrad, master's there, then moving to the Washington, D.C. area and moving back in 2006 to raise family here in town. And one of the major factors that brought us back here was the education system here in this community. The 2 older children are both products of the Aberdeen school system, graduates both of Aberdeen Central, and currently my youngest one is a 3rd grader at C.C. Lee. So I've been able to see the whole gamut of elementary to middle school and look at the success that my kids have had because of the base education that they received here in Aberdeen. The Board of Education is not something new to me. My father was a board member back in the 80s, and he would actually bring home the video cassettes and rewatch the meetings. And periodically he'd pull us in, and I thought, boy, this seems incredibly boring. But later, he would explain what was going on, the decisions that were coming about, and the reasons he sat on that board, and ultimately put it towards how that affects my education. I was in elementary school at that time, and I look forward to doing that with my son and telling him, this is why we're doing this, and this is what we need to do as a Board of Education. I've served on many boards. I report to a board. It's been part of my professional career all my life. My philosophy with a board of education is very similar to management. You have to let the experts do their job. You have to let the teachers teach. You have to let the administrators administer. As a board, it's our job to make sure that we're staying on the path. We're not getting too far off, but also to look forward. What's the next 10 years going to be? What are we going to expand to? When I was receiving my education, I had a class in word processing. That was my introduction to computers. That seems so ridiculous 20 years later now that, you know, my first email was in college, and then moving beyond that, now it's coding. What's the next 10 years going to be? Well, I want the high school kids to tell me what the next 10 years is going to be. And so those are some of the reasons that I'm running for the Board of Education. I look forward to the discussion coming up here.
Hello, my name is Ken Santema. I'm running for school board. I grew up in Volga, kind of south of here a little bit in Sioux Valley High School. Excuse me, got with my notes here. Okay, sorry. I spent quite a few years moving around the country, a lot. In fact, when I moved to Aberdeen about 12 years ago, got married, took her away from here, and we ended up moving back 3 years later. Part of the reason we moved back was because of our school district, especially when compared to the school districts in the suburbs of Minneapolis where we were at. We had some good teachers, but I felt like the school districts there were working against the children and the parents. So I came back here. Now that I'm back here, I actually changed careers. Some of you here know me. I write about politics. In fact, I'm recording this meeting here. A big part of this for me is transparency. I believe every government board should have full transparency. In fact, I've had people ask me why some of the boards around here, around the Aberdeen area, including the school board, are not being televised and archived. It really seems odd to a lot of parents, including myself. And beyond that, I believe all board members of every board, of every type, in the modern world should be proactively transparent. Not just saying, well, I'll listen to you if you come talk to me. No, go out to meetings. That's what I do. That's what I think all board members should do, is go out to meetings like this, go out to chamber meetings, any type of meeting you can get to, and listen to people. And 3, I believe in what I call the 3, 1 minute left. I believe there are 3 important parts to every education. And those 3 parts are the student, the teacher, and the parent. And that's for every class or for anything they do in school. And as a school board member, I want to make sure the teachers are getting their resources, but also that the parents are getting their voice in the school's policies. Because a lot of parents feel they don't have a voice in the school. I want to be there to deal with those parents, to listen to those parents. So if I get a vote for you from this on June 6th, that'd be great. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Brian Sharp, and I'd like to thank the Aberdeen Area Chamber and the Aberdeen Area League of Women Voters for hosting us today. My wife Gretchen and I have 2 children, aged 18 and 15, and they both attend Central High School. We own and operate our family farm east of Aberdeen, along with my brother, his wife, and my parents. I'm the 4th generation on our farm, and have lived in the Bath area all of my life, except for when I attended SDSU for 5 years. I graduated in 1996 with an animal science degree, came home to the family farm where I live and work today. First ran for the school board 12 years ago when my oldest son was entering kindergarten. I looked at it as another way to be involved in the education of my children. He's now graduating and intends to attend SDSU this fall. I'm grateful for the education he has received in the Aberdeen District in the past 12 years. I've been privileged to work with the staff and the administration that are professional, kind, and always enjoy their jobs. They put the kids first, and I think we are a better school district because of it. I'm running for the school board because I thoroughly enjoy the process of helping administer the education of the majority of the students in the Aberdeen area, including my own. If re-elected, I would continue to lend to the school board a common sense and responsible voice for the education of our most important asset, our children. The past 3 years, I was privileged to be involved with the planning and opening of the new CTE, or Career and Technical Education Academy at the high school. This was an endeavor that partnered the Aberdeen School District, state government, and local businesses, strengthening the CTE offerings that were previously offered at the Hubbard Technical School. We added the welding and the auto body programs were expanded, and we added Project Lead the Way Computer Science, Culinary Arts program, and it was very exciting to see the sophomores and freshmen that were allowed to now attend classes at ATEC. The Aberdeen School District continues to expand our technology offerings and has piloted an iPad initiative at Mike Miller this year. Technology changes rapidly, and it is important that our students have access to current technology platforms without breaking the bank and having the newest and greatest thing all of the time. Nobody likes to pay taxes, and yet everybody wants the best education for our youth. As the only ag land owner-operator on the board, I fully understand the importance of effective and efficient use of tax dollars is an investment in our future and our community. We don't have to apologize for taxes for education, but school board members must be responsible for our actions of that tax money, responsible to our youth and responsible to all taxpayers. In closing, I'd like to thank you for your time. I would appreciate one of your votes on June 6th, and if re-elected, I would continue to be a common sense and responsible voice for the education of our most important asset, our children. Thank you.